Players. So I ran across this story last night and I thought I'd bring it here so we could talk about it, especially since I have such extensive knowledge of the NICU and how things go. Let's talk about Destiny Selman and how she was able to gain access to a NICU, visit a baby that was not hers for 2 weeks, bring her boyfriend and some of his family members in to visit a baby that was not hers for several weeks before she was discovered, making appointments for this baby. It's no doubt in my mind that she was planning to take this baby. Y'all grab your tea, have a seat, let's talk about it. Okay, so y'all know that Deanna spent 109 days in the NICU. Well, 56 of those days, she spent them at Our Lady of the Lake Hospital in New Orleans, Louisiana. She had retinopathy of the eye. She went there for surgery, and that's why Deanna is blind in one eye, because she had retinopathy. But either way, so I know how the process goes at this particular hospital. If you want to go up to the NICU or the PICU, you have to give your ID. They have to make sure that you are affiliated with this child. When you get onto the floor, you have to be buzzed onto the floor, and then you're allowed in. They give you a little sticker that has your picture on it and all of that. And you can't take that off the whole time that you're there, because if you do, you won't be able to gain access. Somehow, this girl was able to get one of those caretaker passes and go into the NICU for several weeks, also bringing her boyfriend and some of his family members up to the NICU to visit this baby that was not hers. So according to the Baton Rouge police, Dynasty Selman, who was 21, cased the hospital for weeks. In that time, she was somehow able to obtain an access card, which allowed her to gain entry to several parts of the hospital. Police said while Selman was walking the floors of the hospital, she was able to find a room with the baby where the parents were not present. She was able to learn the child's medical history by reading his charts. Then she told her boyfriend that she had a baby while traveling out of town and the child needed treatment in Baton Rouge. She even took the young man to the hospital to visit with several doctors in hopes of scheduling false or fictitious medical appointments for the child. Police said that the boyfriend became suspicious of the baby when he came to the hospital and saw the name on the door didn't match the one that she gave him. Her boyfriend also had a family member that was a RN, so she was able to alert the hospital that there had been a security breach. Selman and her boyfriend then returned to the hospital with his family, where they were confronted by security. She was asked for her identification, and then she was asked to leave the hospital after they retrieved the access card. According to the police, the child was never taken out of the hospital room, but again, she was able to visit this child for 2 weeks, bring family members inside the hospital before it was even noticed. So Our Lady of the Lake issued a statement saying that they are committed to providing the best-in-class pediatric care, and the safety of the patients is their highest priority, and they are directing any questions to the Baton Rouge police. This is absolutely absurd that this girl was able to do this for 2 weeks before being discovered. Again, I visited that hospital. I spent a lot of freaking time at that hospital, 56 days. I know what you have to go through. And the fact that this girl was able to skirt around the security protocols that they have in place, it scares me to think what could have happened. And it's not shocking to me that she found a baby there that didn't have parents in there, because you see that a whole lot when your kid is in the NICU. You see kids that don't get visited at all, especially if you're a parent that is there every day like I was. It's so sad. I'm glad that this boyfriend's family member had the wherewithal to call down there, because who knows how far this girl would have taken this. It is absolutely ridiculous. Players, I want to know y'all thoughts about this. It's very disturbing. Obviously, something is terribly wrong with this girl. I guess she had been pretending to be pregnant. She was not pregnant at all, and had hatched a plan to gain access to a child, and was likely going to kidnap. Y'all put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Grit News.